Welcome back to Games Revealed. I'm Jameson also the Brink, and we are one community. Today, we're going to be shopping. We're going to be looking at a couple of community submitted links, I guess I should say. It's like hardware and stuff like that. So we're going to be doing a lot of different things. But while we wait, because we're starting a little early, we're going to let some people trickle on in. I'll do my welcomes, and we're going to play a little bit of the game I've been a little bit addicted to lately, Dome Keeper. So welcome, Cat Smith for you. And so let's switch over to here. Launch Dome Keeper. See if it launches. So if you don't know what this is, it's like an 8-bit. Okay, an 8-bit dungeon crawler, essentially, like resource gatherer, builder, stuff like that. I'm gonna probably have to turn this down. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so yeah, as people trickle on in, I'll do like we'll do a small map. Yeah, this game. You intentionally made Discord not give a preview of the link, by the way. Okay, good. Dakota Cat, welcome. Rachie, welcome. How you doing? Let's see here. Tesla. I'll show you the regular guy. We're gonna do a quick one while we wait for people to trickle on in. So, how's everyone doing? You guys doing good? Sounds good. Cat Smith. So, you get little pets, like I have my little 8-bit cat right there. And you essentially mine for resources. There's 3 different types of resources. And 2 different types of miners, technically. And then it has upgrades and just it's a very chill game. And because I've been doing a little bit more vibe coding, honestly, it's not really vibe coding, but because I've been doing a little bit more coding with AI lately, I kind of get some prompts ready, let it do its thing. Then I play this for a little bit, and then I review the code, and it's been really nice. Good got work in 3 hours. Oof. 3 hours is I don't know where you're at, Dakota Cat, but hopefully it's you don't have the night shift. But Rachie, I had Dad Simulator like God of War 2018, Last of Us, and Death Stranding. If not, it's trash and won't win Game of the Year. So wait, what do you think is going to be, Rachie? What do you think is going to be Game of the Year? Is that what you're trying to say? I gotta have this like detector to see when the next wave is in the bottom left. But we're gonna get into news and everything soon. We're just starting off this way, so we can chat while I do this real quick, and we'll see. We might do more of this with this show because I cover so much news in the Off the Console podcast that we don't. I sometimes double. I like chatting with you guys more about topics. So I'm going to have on the website soon. I know I keep talking about the website, but I'm going to have a really good place for you guys to drop links on stuff we want to talk about and kind of have it be geared around both of us because I like to see what you guys recommend, and usually you guys do. So, Cass Smith, I did the no link preview on Discord by adding to the link is a placeholder for a link. Oh, I did not know you could do that. Not including the marks. Well, I have it geared up. I even have a YouTube video geared up for the thing, too. It looks interesting. They're headphones. Well, they have a bunch of different things, but I've never really seen anything from that company. I was joking if this game was a dad simulator, but I was wrong. It's a mother load light. A dad simulator? Wait, why would it be a dad simulator, Rachie? Are you saying that because I'm a dad that it's because of that? Lumkey, welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know if Wolf is here right now. And so I think she's been a little bit more busy lately. But yeah, how you doing, Lumkey? Who here has played this game, Dome Keeper? This is not going to be the whole stream, so don't worry, guys. I just know I can chat while we play this one pretty easily. But yeah. Anyone play Dome Keeper? Anyone like these? Honestly, I'm not the biggest 8-bit person, but if you put a lot of like interesting mechanics into a game like this, I'm all over it. Like it's got mining, it's got upgrade system, it's got strategies and attacking. Like this dude right here is attacking. Oh, I forgot. I unlocked this one last time, and it takes 2 in the beginning to kill him. A game to win game of the year, it needs to be a dad simulator. Because there's like a lot more middle-aged or around like if you're in your 30s and 40s, is that what you're saying? Is that they're more likely to win the game? BT Maverick, you're not late at all. I started a little early. We are 2 minutes in. I'm playing a game just to warm up the crowd, I guess, and then we're gonna get into some fun stuff. But yeah, welcome BT Maverick. I got too many games dealing with. Yeah, Lumkey, 100%. But this is like, I beat Expedition 33 last week. Amazing game. Catsmith for you is watching 2 streams on 2 platforms. Nice. Hey, as long as you're here, man. Rachie. Now there's 2 of them. Wait, what's 2 of who? So, we're not going to play it. Like, this is... I probably won't finish up this map, even though it's a small map. I'll just spend too much time. But you find... As you explore the world, you unlock... I have a resource gatherer, too, that I can unlock more of. And, you unlock additional abilities for either, like, mining / digging, or for your defensive system. So, cast with few, one on my Steam Deck and this one on my phone. Nice. I didn't get to win this. I didn't win the Steam Deck, huh? No. BT Maverick Expedition 33 is taking all the awards this year with sprinkles of Death Stranding 2. I actually am kind of interested in Death Stranding 2. I think when I have more time, I might actually play through Death Stranding 1. But we'll see. You know what? I probably should have... Oh, wait. Okay, cool. Ooh, that is loud. Can I get anything else right here? So, yeah, this game's pretty fun. Like I said, we're not going to play it. We'll be exiting soon. Maybe after the next wave, because I could sit here for probably 20 more minutes before I finish this up. So, if you guys have anything that's interesting you want me to look at and chat about, make sure to throw it into the Discord, or you can mention it here and I'll try to look it up. Rachie, you got 2 cats, huh? Nice. Are they nice cats, asshole cats? I don't know. Cats are always interesting. I know that Susie wants to get a cat. Doesn't necessarily want to get a cat, but if we do, it's going to be a very specific one. Oh, crap, I missed. We're just gonna get hit a lot. I really suck at these flying ones with this. This is a newer tower, but yeah. So, okay, let's get going into the stream today. We're not gonna be playing this. This is well, we could. This is just not the channel I usually play games on. So, yeah, let's get into it. Welcome everyone. I wanted to play Usume Pretty Derby, but I don't know yet. Tempting. What is it? Reichi, Death Stranding 2 isn't a walking simulator anymore. Kojima can't let Metal Gear behind. Yeah, I kind of figured. I mean, I saw some screenshots from it. Looked pretty interesting. Funny enough, I have Death Stranding 1 for the PlayStation 4, I think. It was gifted to me by someone. Now I'm kind of curious. Ooh, I got to be careful. I'm going to reveal my DMs. Guys, if you watched the Off the Console podcast, we have a really special guest coming up this weekend. Like, I'm sure most people have heard of them. Let's see. Death Stranding. I mean, I've always wanted to play Death Stranding. I think I'm going to end up playing it. Let's see here. Oh, we got two. Oh, I see what you're talking about, Raichi. Jeez. Yeah, I have it. I have it for the computer too. Yeah. So when I get my new, wait, do we have anything else? Okay. When I get the new handheld, like I'm going to be getting a new handheld, I think I'll play Death Stranding on that. What's up? What's up, Chris Lee? BT Maverick took me 4 tries over 3 years for Death Stranding 1 to click and finish it this year. Nice. I think I'm definitely going to be, it's going to be one of those ones I want to play on the couch. You'll get Death Stranding 2 on the PC. Nice. Yeah, I try to get most of my stuff on the PC, but sometimes it's just nice. But I think the way I'm going to be going, and I've mentioned this multiple times already, but my next PC setup this year, once I feel like the Legion Go or something with a big screen comes out, is going to be one of those devices. I'm going to use an eGPU. I just use my ROG Ally, but it's just not. It's not. It doesn't have the eGPU stuff. It's proprietary, so I can't do it. That being said, I'm really excited to get like my whole setup going for that, because then I can put a. I'll probably try to get like one that's not as powerful, but try to get 2 eGPUs, or at least use my my 3890 and have one in my room maybe, or in the living room, and then my office, and just go back and forth, and that's how I'll play games. BT Maverick runs great on the Steam Deck. I know, but I want a little bit more fidelity. With certain games, I'm fine playing them on the Steam Deck. And then other games, I just want a little bit more, like a bigger screen. But maybe I'll play it on the Steam Deck. That's not BT Maverick. Yeah, thanks. Maybe I'll do that. Try the J-dub of the announcer is annoying. Ooh, that's bad. Dickarus, welcome. How you doing? Okay, guys, let's get into some deals. Here is PC Gamer, one of my favorite magazines, and well. Growing up, I used to get Maximum PC before it was folded into PC Gamer, because they were the same parent company, and that's why I tend to gravitate towards PC Gamer. IGN, I gravitate towards that because it's just easy. Okay, so let's get into some deals here. Let's get into some deals, see if they're guys can let me know if it's a good deal or not. But I'm assuming let's see. The deals probably won't be as good until like Black Friday and Cyber Monday are the better time. Like these like summer deals are just like interesting. Black Friday in July is what Best Buy's calling this, which is interesting. Was it a 9060 XT at 369? This? No, this is a 5070, but we can go back. Yeah. I don't mind Asus laptops. This one doesn't seem too bad, but it's interesting. I mean, I wouldn't be against getting it. It looks like it's a 16-inch. And there is a 9070 XT2. I think too good deal, maybe under 700. Let's see here. Right here. But that's a full PC, right? And then we got this. We'll look at some of these graphics cards. Are they all Newegg? Am I going crazy? Here's the prime deals. So here's top deals, but then like graphics cards are click for all the deals. The top ones are just are Newegg. So are they just like gonna kick Amazon's ass? An RX 9070, is that even a good deal? I don't remember what these go for anymore. I'm so bad at keeping track because this isn't even like the XT. Oh wait, or yeah. This is an okay deal, right? Unfortunately, my second Steam Deck had its battery get slightly puffed up. Oof, Cat Smith. You gonna replace it? 16 gigs. I mean, 16 gigs is good, as decent. It's better than this one, the 5060 Ti with 8 gigs. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I just, there's no way. I feel like you could find a used one for around this price that might be better. The best 4 experience you can get on a budget is a cheap Xbox One X. The best 4 experience. That was a continuation message. Okay. Also, my Steam Deck is now an amalgamation of newer and older components. Yeah. I mean, so are my Steam Decks. I have one where the daughter boards are still not working. One of these days I'll do something with it. It's just, I should fix it and give it to my friend. Because it just sits here. I'd give it to my son, but I think my son's going to inherit my older Steam Deck one day. Right now he has a laptop of mine. The XFX 9070 XT 719 Amazon too. BT Maverick, I spoiled myself last week getting an LG C4 OLED 65-inch last week for Best Buy's 4th of July sale. Oh, interesting. Ooh, I am in the market for a monitor or two. My monitor over here is dying out. And it's also very dim, so I have to, it's hurting my vision. Weirdly enough, I bought my new chair at because there's chairs right here at Costco for $140, and I really like it. I really like this chair. It's comfortable and it's big, like my old one. A 2 terabyte NVMe drive for $94 seems like a pretty good steal, depending on what the actually, yeah, that's pretty good. 7,000 up to 7,000. I think that's a great deal. I do not keep track of hardware prices though. I should, but I don't. I'll have to do that on the website. But that's the okay, guys. This was taking me so long with the website, the Games Revealed website. So I have the news and everything working like I've had in the past, but it's just I get stuck on certain things like the hardware, like getting an API for that or getting it the data is so hard, and I want to do a couple of specialty things with hardware, so it's taking me a little longer. But I've been doing giveaways, so if people have signed up for the giveaways on the website, great. I'm going to be launching it to everyone so that I'm going to be doing more giveaways too next week. I'm going to be probably doing a lot of giveaways. But I'll announce it and do some did you guys watch the video that I released yesterday? I finally released one. It's been 6 months. I am so proud of myself. I got out of my head and I made it, and so I'm gonna keep it up. At least making one video a week. A lot of the 9070s XTs are overbuilt. They stay very cooled. Oh, good to hear. They produce a lot of heat though into like the room, because mine 3890 is just, I hate it so much. It will probably go in the family room once I get it done, or like I said, in the closet, I might route it. It just takes a lot of work to do that type of stuff. Catsmith, I had to swap most of my newer Steam Deck components to the shell, such as my original one. Yeah. Rachie, I'm playing Callisto Protocol and just got back on my ship. How much time before the ending? You just got back onto your ship? I think you're close, Rachie. I actually liked Callisto Protocol. I actually think if they were given a chance to make a second one, I think they could have made something even better, because I think it was a good start. No, don't push a lot of heat. So far, I've seen on mine. Ooh. Because I might get the mobile version of that if it has. I don't know if they have one yet. If they do, I will probably get a mobile version. eGPU. I need to. I tell you what, guys. I could have a lot more stuff to review and give away if I just upped my game and actually started releasing more videos, because I can get stuff for free to like review and stuff. And I've partnered up with some of my people I've sponsored and stuff to give stuff away. So I need to get back into that so I can get you guys some free stuff. Because if there's one thing, I like doing giveaways. I like giving free stuff. I'm like, if I could be one person, I guess I'd be Oprah. Just be like, look under your chair. I was in your house, guys. Looking under your chair. I you could find yourself a new video card. Yeah, what are we doing here? Oh, am I? Oh, I'm an idiot. That's funny. So let's see here. Bam. Let's look at some GPUs here. Price watch. Oh, and for people that are members of the channel are going to be getting retroactively credits in my videos again. Gardner has also been doing it, but I was thinking about it before, and then he just sparked it back into my brain again to do a scrolling window on his like website for like people that support him. I'm going to get back into that. I don't know if I'll do Patreon again, but yeah. Not that, give you guys some call outs and some fun ways to also earn points to get some giveaways too. It's crazy how much cooler the 5080 runs compared to the 3080 Ti. Really? But does it disperse a lot of heat though, BT Maverick? Because like, that's my problem right now with the 3090 is it disperses so. I know you guys have heard me complain about this so much. So yeah, Newegg also has been releasing. Oh, I mean, look at this Walmart. I do like it when they show all three. B&H photo is always an interesting one to see. Let's look at some more 9070s. Let's see. Those are full PCs. This I don't get. I'm sorry, guys. I don't get the 9060 XT 8 gigs. I almost feel like, I don't know. I feel like an APU would be almost better. I'm sure it's not, because dedicated is usually going to, Rachie, retroactive credits. Yes. If you guys like shout outs, I'm going to, like, I know some of you have been members of the channel before, and I didn't live up to the, to what I have, like, for, what is it? The benefits or whatever, the benefits of being a member, and I'm going to be fixing that for you guys, aka also being a retroactive, and then I'm going to compound it. So yeah, it'll be fun. I want to make sure, like, I feel bad that I've been on and off for the last year and a half, and I'm really I'm trying to fix that now, partially because I got a new job don't tell my current job right now, but I got a new job. I start next month, the beginning of next month, and it should like make it so I'm not as stressed. I didn't think I'd be that stressed with this new job, but I have been freaking like anxiety. I didn't realize I had anxiety until I had this job. And then I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I've had anxiety my whole life. It's just really bad now. Let's see here. 9070 XT. What was the difference again between the 9070? Let's see here. 9070 versus 9070 XT. Oh my gosh. I swear I changed this, but whatever. We'll let ChatGPT do its thing. It's $100, but from my understanding, the XT actually has like quite like you typically want to get the XT. J bro, welcome. How you doing, man? Lone Key 3090 is older card and was on top of the line and may need new paste on the GPU core, maybe a bit old too. Oof, you're not wrong actually. I probably should. Because I also used it to mine crypto and pay off the computer. Like I paid for that computer with the crypto. Yes, I can post a link. The website is. Let's not. The reason why I don't like to announce things until they're done is because I am a little bit of a perfectionist sometimes. Not a great perfectionist, but when I'm releasing something like this, I've added so many features, and so now I'm like, okay, I have to disable a couple that aren't ready yet because I'm just like I get stuck in my brain and start working on stuff, and I don't want to forget about it, and so I have to then disable some of the ones that aren't ready, and then we're going to be actively releasing new features every week. So the site isn't quite up yet. I have done giveaways for people that have signed up, and I'm going to be doing giveaways again. It's gamesrevealed.com. So like my channel name, gamesrevealed.com. I am going to be having a leaderboard. People that recommend links and stuff for the shows that I do every Wednesday will get points, and points will go towards a leaderboard that goes towards like giveaways and some other stuff. So yeah, I'm going to make it fun. Okay. So, it's not letting me post into the chat. Let's see. Oh, wow. There's a top fans feature now on like OBS. Interesting. I don't know if you guys want to see this. Look at that. I think all of you guys here should be top fans. So Lone Key, I think, is 15 to 20% faster 9070 versus 9070 XT. Right. But isn't there also like a pretty big, yeah, that compute unit size isn't that big, but shaders only 500 more. Yeah, that's like a 20% increase. Oh, it's the same. Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's right. It was a $50 difference. Oh my gosh. Damn these companies. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's let's see here. Guys. It's on sale for $720. It is on sale for $720. And that's right. It launched at what, $600? So it is it was on sale when it came out, and now it's not on sale. Oh, that's right. So BT Maverick, that's a good question about the 5080. It's in my living room where it stays cool, but I felt like I noticed the heat from the PC more with the 3080. I think it's just more efficient. I could see that too. They take a lot of power, and that power gets dispersed somewhere, but I am curious if my 3090 just ramps up, and I think also the RAM slots heat up a lot on it. And you actually bring up a good point that it might need to ramp up and heat up even more due to I might need to swap out the paste on it. But I think I'll do that when I go and do like my whole overhaul of my computers this year. So, because I'm not going to have a big monstrous tower anymore. That era is done with for a while. So how many bought RoboCop for whoa. Is it still on sale? I didn't realize RoboCop was $4. Rachie, is it still on sale? Because I would have bought it. I didn't know it was on sale for $4. I kept it to a couple of games, one of them being Dome Keeper. Icarus, darn tariffs. Do you think it's the tariffs? I guess it could. People might not blame that on the tariffs, though. But tariffs are so weird. Damn. They are OC ones. They pulls 340 watts, costs about 50 to 100 more. Yeah. Oh, Castmith, they really are half of it? Oh, you try Fanatical? Okay. I do have some... They actually have Expedition on here now? Oh my gosh. Expedition for $40? That's a steal. I got Silent Hill 2 a couple of months ago. During the fall sales, I think, last year. And I haven't played it yet. But I plan on it. It's just my gaming rig has been like so up in the air that I finally set up a monitor right here and played Expedition 33 while I was working and stuff. I was mostly working, but I would take breaks. Let's see. What are we looking for again? RoboCop. Oh, wow. This run right here? Oh my... Wait, what's Alex Murphy edition? Well, I'm picking that up tonight. On Steam, it's like 50 cents more. I get a commission from Fanatical if I post it. But it's like really annoying to do commissions and stuff like that through Fanatical, but I'm going to be hooking that back up to the website. So at least I'll get some, if people buy stuff, at least I get something in return, and I usually try to turn, I mean, maybe one day I'll live off of the Games Revealed stuff, but like for now, I'm fine turning it into giveaways and stuff for you guys. I like keeping a good community, even though I've been horrible at Discord lately. Icarus bought RoboCop from Keysight. Greenman Gaming has some good deals. Yes, they both do. Fanatical and Greenman Gaming are the two that I usually follow. Anything else is a little too gray key area-ish for me, and I know how some of you guys feel about it. I'm not going to go into that again, but it's just, I personally, unless it's a game I really don't care that much, I just want to kind of try it, I usually try to be a little reasonable, and even these sites don't give the developers as much as they probably should. PT Maverick, when does the RoboCop Murphy DLC come out? Did it not? Oh. Murphy, this is the Murphy edition. I think it's out already, unless it's not. Huh. The Castmith for you. We're going to get to that towards the end, so don't worry. Castmith, I have geared up. I have freaking Marquis, that is. And so I have him, but we can do Linus Tech Tips instead. It's just what recommended. It's not. I usually watch LTT, but I like Marquis too. Even with his wallpaper app. Skins and weapons. Okay. I think it's out. I think this is the deluxe edition right here, man. So $5. Fanatical screwed me over on Metro Exodus. Did it, the Exodus? I actually haven't had any issues with Fanatical yet. Humble Bundle has fallen, but I'm getting the Humble monthly for Rogue Trader. Nice. Humble Bundle's fine. It just gets a little all over the place, and sometimes I don't know. I have a hard time keeping track of all these sites now. Like it's not really in my motion to go and check out all the best deals every day. And that's why one of the reasons I want to build my site with the scraping capability so I can keep track of it. Half the reason I'm building the websites for myself. Yeah, me too. But weird key sites other than Windows, Microsoft don't care. Lol. Yeah. Yeah. Key sites can be. You got to be careful with key sites. Okay. So yeah, that's right. The 9070 is surprisingly. It has a lot more wattage that it. But that's just, it's interesting. Ray tracing core 64 as opposed to 56. That's just interesting. It is very interesting how they kind of chose to do all this. Approximately 10 to 15% better, which I don't know if it really warrants. Like, yeah, I'd probably still get the 9070 XT, but I swear the 97 XT was just a little had more RAM, but guess not. Oh well. Look at that. I mean, $100 difference though. Like, this would probably get me to get the 9070 potentially, but I don't know if it's more powerful than my 3090. BT Maverick. Oh, it's called Unfinished Business for RoboCop, and that's on the 17th. So we're coming up in a couple of days. Okay. Let's see here. Amazon Prime's day top deals. This Asus for $300 off. I mean, it's not a bad starter laptop with a 5070. I mean, that's going to get you to play any game you want. It's a 1200p, which is interesting. So it's a 16 by 10 monitor. That's an interesting laptop. It's going to be like a MacBook. You can think of it as kind of like a MacBook size. The 9070 lower power consumption is interesting. It is what the specs for between the two and the wattage doesn't quite add up to me. So it's interesting. So I've heard really good things about the Secret Lab chairs, but they're $500. I've even been contacted by them. I almost did it, but I was just like, I didn't, because I'm not. I keep saying lazy, but I'm just like, I have too much shit going on. Man, if I had, I really wish I could get this from my Mac Studio. I need another terabyte. I need to get an external drive, honestly. Actually, I get paid next week though, so I probably will not be getting anything like this. I'd love to get two of these in like an array, or let's see, like an NVMe drive, external drive array, so I can run that. 9070 as good as the 7900 GRE, I think, and if I remember around there. Is that, are they going to be coming out with a better version? From my understanding, that's a mid-range card, the 9070, isn't it? So like they usually try to pair now with the 9070 would be comparable to the 5070, right? Like Nvidia. Then you got this 1440 Alienware widescreen. I might have had the older version of this. I really liked it, but moving it around was a pain, and because of that, I broke it. Yeah, that sucked. That sucked a lot. Deals. Laptops are always a weird one for me because pure price points like this don't mean anything to me. I want to know what build quality and the build of the laptop and the screen type more than anything. Because like a 5070 or 4070 and 5060 are decent enough for laptops, and for this price range aren't bad. They're going to get you to play most games that you're going to want. Maybe not the highest frame rate, but for like what this resolution is, they should be fine. Well, that's a 1600p. Interesting. So, this doesn't even have a GPU in it. This is just like, it's actually not too bad of a starter PC. So the Ryzen 5 5600 GT though, I think that'd do well enough in a game, right? Like in most gaming, you should be able to do some light 720p gaming. But that's you slap a new GPU into that thing. This is just a light. Like if you can't afford anything else and you have $400, you buy this thing and then you slap a GPU later into it. Lomkey rumor 9080 with more VRAM. We find out end of this year. Ooh. I'd be down for a 9080. I honestly, I'm kind of mad with Nvidia. Like I didn't think I was gonna. I'm usually like, whatever, but this last year and a half has just really been really annoying with Nvidia, and I think AMD has gotten good enough to where I'm going to be probably sticking more with AMD for a little bit. Nvidia hit $4 trillion. They're worth $4 trillion, I believe, or is it $3 trillion? Whatever it is, they're the most. They're the highest valued company in the world, and they're the first ones that hit the number they did. Ray scamming ruined gaming, Raichi. That's the thing. I don't understand everyone's hate for ray tracing and upscaling. I just don't like how NVIDIA and AMD, and mostly NVIDIA, market it. They overmarket it. They act like it's a miracle drug when in reality it's, I think for mobile devices, like handheld devices, it's nice. But I like ray tracing. It just has to be done right. Mudahar likes ray tracing only like in Cyberpunk 2077, which I agree with. Not fully. Like I think there's a couple other games that do ray tracing well, but like Cyberpunk does a pretty good job. I think there's a couple other Unreal. I'd love to see ray tracing done in Mass Effect Remake. Lomkey, I don't like overuse of ray tracing. Agreed. If you overuse ray tracing, it is not realistic. It's not how reflections and stuff like that work. Not everything's supposed to be shiny. Raichi, I just want a Polaris and Pascal value successor. Interesting. Icarus, ray tracing on handhelds is too taxing. Yeah. I'm talking about upscaling though. It helps with performance. Frame generation. Those types of things help with performance. Makes sense there. Especially with the smaller screens, you don't have as much fidelity loss. There's some other things that can pop up, but now with ray tracing, it is not as good on handhelds, but it's going to start getting better, guys. So we're going to see. It just tanks performance. Try NFS 2015. No ray scamming needed. I have to admit, ray tracing is cool and all, and I've done some comparisons early on. Even Digital Foundry overdo the ray tracing. Wait, why do they overdo it? I think ray tracing is great, but I agree. Like I used to think, I have to have like ray tracing turned up as much as I can, and now I'm just like, I'll turn it up enough, but it's not my main go-to. I think if you bake the lighting properly, you don't. There's proper ways. It's really weird when you require ray tracing. That's getting a little annoying. Where it's like, this game requires ray tracing. Okay, well, did you develop the ray? Like, are you overusing it so you're just tanking performance? Like, what's going on with this? So, let's see here. A 9070 right here. That does not look like an overly great deal. Piece that out. 32 gigabytes. You could probably get that for about 150 to 200. 1 terabyte you can get for under 100. This is 700. Oof, that is a lot actually. Like 300? Yeah, that's a little pricier. CyberPower PC. The 5070, huh? All very mid-range, but I'm kind of for it, especially with the eGPU range. let's see. Let's find monitors. Here we go. No 1080s for me. I am a visual kind of I'm a 4K snob. Race scamming is just necessary for big studio to save money in development costs and give us the bill and tell us to upgrade. I guess. I also think it's just a very gimmicky thing. People are going to buy it because people are drawn to gimmicks of. It's not even a gimmick. It's real. It's just they use it for selling points for people that are, yeah. People are going to be like, oh, ray tracing, that sounds cool. I'm going to buy that. It works on me sometimes. So what does it say about my mental fortitude? The Icarus, yeah. Xbox requiring ray tracing in the Indiana Jones title and new Doom game is weird. The new Doom game, I'll be honest, I was expecting it to look better. I was definitely expecting the new Doom game to look better than it does. Like it is, I'm struggling to play through it right now. The pre-build cheap out on the motherboard and RAM and the SSD too. Oh yeah, they usually do, but sometimes it's just easy to go that route. There was one with one RAM slot from MSI. Damn, yeah, you got to be careful on what you get. I tend to get pricier pre-builds though that are nicer when I do a pre-build. I've built so many computers, it's not as fun now. Like I've built dozens, and I built systems for my friends. I've just done so many that it's fun. And if I was given the parts for free, sure. But now I'm just like, I just want a really good case and everything that look good. I'm horrible at cable management. I suck at it. Raichi, the studio behind Doom, said they saved about a year of dev time because of ray scamming. I don't think ray tracing is Doom's issue, but that's weird. I don't think there should be that much lighting going into Doom. But Doom runs great still. It's just, I don't think it looks really much better than, in fact, I like Eternal more. Ooh. I do want a 32-inch though. Ooh, that is very tempting. This wouldn't be for gaming either. Like you got to be careful with this one. This one's not as good at gaming. But it's not for gaming. It's for visuals in my secondary monitor, so I can read your guys' text more. Man, it's crazy how cheap monitors have gotten. And I say that, and then I get to this one. An OLED would be nice, but I ain't forking out for an OLED. The one I have right here is an HDR, and it works great. Would it be nice if it was OLED? Yeah, but I'm not spending this much money on OLED right now. Oh, and then here's some OLEDs. I would rather have a 4K than an OLED, personally. Partially because I do a lot of programming, a lot of text, and the pixel density is so important for that. Chris Lee, what do you think about the price for the PC handhelds? Just want to know what you think. The price for the PC handhelds, like Steam Deck, is on sale. I think it's like 10%. Usually goes on sale every time. Well, actually, is this still on sale? It was on sale. Okay. I don't know why I put that in my screenshot, in my thumbnail. I thought it was on sale. It is not. Are there handhelds on here? Handheld gaming. There we go. Yeah, I don't think that's on sale. The Lenovo Legion Go. Actually, that has not a bad price. $549 is not a bad price for that. If you want a bigger screen with a little bit older tech. $500 definitely not bad, but once again, I'd rather wait and get the Legion Go 2, spend an extra $200-300, and that will last a few years longer than this one will. Oh, looks like the Lenovo Legion Go S is $20. Yeah, no. The ROG Ally X is 1,000. What is going on? They must have an automated pricing system and it's broken. Is that tariffs? Or is this just because it's a 2 terabyte version? What is this? Oh, it's the 2000. It's the 2 terabyte. Still, guys, is that what the ROG Ally X, like the X version, is that how much it cost when it came out? That seems wrong. Whew, that is so pricey. I am not spending $800 on that or $900 on that. That is so tariffs. Because Best Buy doesn't usually they usually have reasons to up the price. Chris Lee, I gotta say, I'd wait until the tariffs bring them down, because right now that like $900, I would not spend $900 on ROG Ally X. That's crazy. I think it's the dark medieval look of Doom, the Dark Ages, that doesn't do the graphics any favors, but I had a blast with the shield combat, BT Maverick. Yeah, I could see that. The shield combat is fun, but it loses its beat. Meaning I really want to get into like this beat, and the shield is fun. Don't get me wrong, I'm having fun with it, but like Doom Eternal has a really good rhythmic, it's like a rhythm game essentially. And Eternal is still my favorite as well. Yeah. Like Eternal's really good. Don't get me wrong. I get hung up, and it's Gardner's fault. We talked about it on the podcast, and it's his fault. Pixel density is so important for dead pixels. My 32-inch 1440 monitor has a single depth pixel, and it's literally invisible. I don't think I have any dead pixels. If you do, here's a little trick, guys. If you do end up with a dead pixel, if you can oftentimes like rub the screen, rub it a little bit, turn it on and off, and see if you can get it to activate. Sometimes it's just stuck, and you can get it to activate. This is something I'm saddened with Microsoft too, is they're all in using all those ray tracing stuff. But I mean, yeah, you two tend to run a little older tech, don't you, Raichi? So it is well. My thing that I'm frustrated with is that they're canceling games like what is it, guys? What's the game? Oh, Perfect Dark. The new Perfect Dark game, which looked actually pretty good, they canceled it. I can't believe it. They're crazy. BT Maverick, I would wait for all the 72 or the Z2 Extreme handhelds to come out at this point. I agree with BT Maverick on that. Unless you really need a handheld right now, which just get yourself a cheap Steam Deck. I would wait. I just don't think it's worth it. That's what I'm doing. I want to get the Legion Go 2. I'm really hoping it's good. So far been id software that has forced ray tracing. So id Software is interesting. They're kind of on the forefront of technology. They're essentially the ones that invented first-person shooters. So I'll give them a pass. It's fun. I mean, I would put ray tracing into my game. I wouldn't make it required though, but I put it in. It's fun to mess with. Chris Lee, I'm just gonna wait until they have a sell on the ROG Xbox X. They probably won't have a sell on that for a long time. I bet you that sells out and stays sold out for a little while. That being said, it's not a bad idea to the bare minimum wait until the Xbox X, especially if it's something you're interested in. The screen's not quite big enough for me. And if I'm going to get another device that's going to kind of take over as my main PC gaming thing, it's the Legion Go. They basically ended the Forza mainline series. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Perfect Dark, a lot of people was waiting for that one. Yeah, Lomke, I don't know what they must have had some internal audit, and it must have sucked or something. There must have been something really bad with it, because it seems like stupidity to cancel that project. BT Maverick, the music in Doom Eternal is epic and it is the best. And they did not have the same composer for this new one, and that's another like the music just does not slap. It does not hit as well as the old Eternal does. The 3 new Legion Go PC handhelds, Chris Lee. Let's look at them. So the new ones that are coming out, so you can always check out my buddies Gardner or High Tech Low Life. They both have one, and I think they did content on them on their channels. I could have gotten one potentially. I've been so freaking busy and recovering from just like, I think just honestly B12 and vitamin D deficiencies and some other stuff. So, and I think also stress caused a lot of that issues. And so I'm recovering from all that and I'm getting better, but it's kind of like a slow progress kind of thing. And hopefully this new job will just fix that too. So I will be reaching out to more people and doing more videos and stuff like that. But I do have a question for you guys here, because most of you guys watching are have been fans, and we've been, or you know, we're friends. We'll say that. For the past few years, what content do you think I should be making? Like, would you like to see? Because I really like making content that I'm more interested in. Like, I like doing listicles. They're fun, but they get really annoying. Like, these shopping ones are more fun to do during like streams, but like to do a top 10 deals, like that's why I didn't do one this time, and I was going to do one last year and I just didn't do it because it gets really boring doing listicles like that. I like doing like the top. I'm working on a video of the top 10 handhelds that are going to come out or will be coming out and who they're for this year. I'm working on that video right now. Let's see here. Lenovo. Oh my gosh. ChatGPT. Let's see here. Let's go to Legion. Oh, that's right. It's like a full series. Wait, did they? Oh, okay. Legion Go. This might not actually have the announced things. The Legion Go S powered by the SteamOS, I've actually heard really good things about that. The Windows version, I've heard really good things about the SteamOS version though. But the new Legion Go 2, let's see if we can get a Legion Go 2. Maybe we should have ChatGPT build us the perfect handheld. Okay, guys, give me some specs for the perfect handheld or for what you'd want it to look like. Release timing, rumors only. Lenovo, let them social media reply hints at an online store listing in September 2025. Damn. They're going to be announcing it soon then. I'm going to have to get a hold of them. Oh, gosh, guys, sorry. I'm getting all caught up on this. Lol, they used the composer from the Grounded game. What? Oh, interesting. That is a weird one. So, Lumkey, if we move Microsoft from Xbox itself may be bleeding money and don't Game Pass growing as fast as they want. Game Pass bleeds the money. Trust me on that one. It's a crazy good deal. I'm using it right now just as a cheat because I'd be renting these games anyway. But I'm eventually going to be buying the games I've been playing. I wonder if Microsoft had to pay for a car license 2 times for Horizon and Motorsports. Probably. They probably have an overarching deal though, more than just like, oh well, we have to pay for each car. They probably have these big deals that they maybe renegotiate, but they're probably pretty predictable in the price. There's no way they're not, like, the development on those games are not, I don't think, intensive. It's just a lot of realistic texturing. In the Doom: The Dark Ages, which was good, but it doesn't slap like Mick Gordon. Yeah, I agree. Like, I 100% agree with BT Maverick. I think Do some Linux content due to never know if there is a big rate of people moving to Linux? Something this year I see Apple may grow too. I think Windows is going to be losing some more shares, or users. I switched to Mac for work, and I'm going to be switching to Linux more and more as it becomes more viable on my handhelds. Like, once Steam Deck has eGPU support, I'm probably going to be doing eGPUs. And if it's good eGPU support, I'm going to be doing full Steam OS as much as I can for my gaming. And then for everything else, I'll be using Mac OS. And it's partially just because, guys, it's so much easier just to deal with the Mac operating system for work stuff. I don't have to worry about compatibility issues. And like you guys have, should I do a challenge week sometime? I probably should, especially now that I'm switching jobs. I'll have a little bit more leniency. But guys, you gotta tell me, what should I be doing? What should I be doing? What's some content you guys like to see? Because to me, like, honestly, I could do anything. I think that's part of my problem, is I like everything. Microsoft says they are all in for Play Anywhere. They should work with Apple Silicon with their games. I agree. 100%. Well, Play Anywhere is a streaming service, isn't it? Halo on Mac. Yeah. I mean, Halo's probably going to be coming to Switch. We'll see, though. BT Maverick, I want to see you make the rounds on other podcasts. We can steal some of their fan base with your Jason. Who's Jason Sudeikis charm? I don't know who that is. Maybe I do. I'm just going crazy. BT Maverick, keep I know people usually say the opposite, but keep bugging me because I am. Oh, okay. Interesting. Nice. So, yeah, just keep bugging me about it, BT Maverick. I'll reach out to other people. I've been so busy with the current podcast and some others, like the website. Well, the website is getting close to being to a good point. I need to get on some other podcasts. I agree, BT Maverick, and I'll do that. But you already have a recommendation for me, and I'm gonna plan on it. I just got to get it in my head. Once I get going, it will happen. Xbox using AI voices for Halo 1 remake, possibly. Oh, Dickrus, please don't tell. Why would they do? Why? I guess if they make the remake that much better, I could see it. Yeah. Damn. I don't know. I don't like that. Oh, Microsoft. Lone Key, I want 2 touchpads, 2 joysticks, D-pad buttons, 2 USB 4. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Generate an image for handheld with. Okay, let's see if it would generate an image. I'll tell the generator after it looks things up. Should it be themed, Lone Key? Let me know if it should be themed. But I honestly think this Legion Go 2 is going to be like $1,000. Or at least the spec I'll probably end up getting is I'll probably end up getting in this spec, and it'll be like $1,000, which I really don't want to spend, but this is going to be my gaming PC. Yeah. Damn. It's going to be so pricey. I just really, really hope it's good. I'm really hoping I can get it for free or at least heavily discounted from them. So, because then I can tell you guys how it is. I just really hate gambling on stuff that's really expensive. Day one. Raichi, thirsty content. I have thought about adding more thirstier things behind a paywall, but that's behind a paywall, and then that's a whole other thing. I will be streaming that game on my other channel. The one we've talked about multiple times. I will be doing that soon. So don't worry, Raichi. That's going to be coming soon. So yeah, it's that's such a fun game. use Game Pass. It shouldn't be hard to get so Xbox people in your channel. Yeah. Yeah. I do use Game Pass. Yeah, do challenge week. Install Bazite on your 39 PC and game on it. Oh my gosh. Lone Key. I'll come up with another challenge week or something, but like I did have Bazite on that, my 3090 PC, and it crashed a lot. NVIDIA, like the 3090, I don't know if it's just the 3090, but it sucks. It sucks. Penguin color. BT Maverick, we're gonna get you on the Gaming Circle podcast. I'll do it. I gotta reach out. I'm just so bad at it. I'll get there, guys. I'm getting back in. I released a video this week. Did you guys? I royally accidentally reverted to one of my edits when I was editing, and I missed it, and I uploaded, and I had to edit it in the YouTube editor. But you guys see the new video I made? It's a little bit drier because it's a serious topic, but I think the movement, if you know anyone, if you're in European Union, like it's really important. We might honestly get our games back. Chris Lee, we should do 3 things and do a poll. I will do that. I'm sorry, Chris Lee. I know I say this every time. I don't have it set up to do polls on my computer. But we'll do it next week, or we'll do it. Honestly, I think I'm going to be doing it on the channel itself. So keep an eye out for the channel, because I want to do some more posts on the channel. BT Maverick, any thoughts on Helldivers 2 Sony published game on Xbox, SteamOS on an old Intel Mac? Oh, I do have an old. Oh, it is an AMD GPU, but it's the Intel CPU. Huh. I'll see what I can do about that one. Raichi, that's an interesting concept. Any thoughts on the Helldivers 2 Sony published game on the Xbox? So yeah, I think damn you, ChatGPT. So I think I think PlayStation and Sony's gameplay they're kind of like roadmap. Xbox is going to become less and less of a threat when it comes to consoles, but they're going to become a threat when it comes to saturation of games in every platform and everywhere. So PlayStation can be like, well, they could try to prevent them from being on their platform, or they could try to play the same game and release some of their games on other platforms, which they're already doing with PC. But I could see like Helldivers 2 is a unique one where it's a multiplayer game, and with crossplay and everything, it makes sense to have it be on Xbox also, because then people could play it, right? Like they could play with people that are on Xbox and PC. Like they'll make more money, is what I'm saying. Where with something like Astrobots, they're gonna want people to drive to buy the game on the PlayStation, and it's gonna be a better experience. That's my take on this. You're gonna probably see a lot more Sony owned / PlayStation games coming over to the Xbox and to other devices, because it is going to be lucrative for them. And if it's multiplayer and these ones that they really don't need it, they're going to make more money because more people on the platform, especially live services like Helldivers 2, it does so much better the more accessibility it has. I think you're going to see more of it. Not every game, but I think you're going to see more of it with some games. I think it's a very strategic move. I think it's smart. I always find it funny how Gabe is just doing nothing and people see him as a saint. Raichi, I kind of agree with you. I like Gabe Newell. And the whole like Gaben and all those other memes and stuff like that are so much fun. And I think he has some good ideas and all that. I really have a hard time with billionaires. And it's for the sole reason of I really wish he'd open up more studios and not be called Valve, but use that money instead of buying yachts to actually pay for game developers to actually have decent jobs with decent wages and everything, and feel like they're not going to always be like I see so many rich people taking like, and I think he's a take advantage of. I just once you get past like 2 yachts or super yachts, even because he's got multiple yachts and super yachts, I'm sorry, like it's a little bit of a problem. And so you could have paid for multiple salaries in a year or a whole studio with that. I'd rather see that. I'm not usually going to be one that's going to be like too condemning of millionaires and stuff like that, but when it gets to a certain point, you should be paying people better. And they do pay pretty well at Valve. But yeah, that's Gabe Newell. Can't say too much bad about him because that's our special guest this Saturday. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, if we had Gabe Newell on Saturday for the podcast, that'd be crazy. No, but it's as long as it should, I think we have it all lined up, but it should follow through. It's going to be a big YouTuber this weekend. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Max use old Radeon games. Yeah. Yes. I can play old. The funny thing is my Steam library allows me to play some old games on my Steam Deck or my MacBook, and then they don't run on my ARM, which is fine. It is what it is. People will play Gears of War and Helldivers while nobody will play Metal Gear Snake Eater. Wait, why? What's wrong with Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater? I mean, it's not my favorite. I know it's a lot of people's favorites, though. I think it's funny how apparently Mac OS thinks that the built-in Steam Deck controller is modern. Well, it is a modern one to Mac OS. Would you buy an official Steam Deck dock for 79 bones? Not really. There's so many good Steam Deck, J-Bro. Let's go to Amazon. Let's help you out with this, and then we're going to get on with all our other stuff. Steam Deck dock. Like, the official one's not bad. Oh, wow. Tariffs have raised everything almost. Oh, jeez. Except for the JSOCs. It really depends on what you need. Whoa, that has a lot of ports. It really depends on what you need. If you get too many ports onto it, the Steam Deck doesn't handle. Like, the bandwidth for the one USB-C, that it's not like USB 4 or anything. It's not great. So the more you hook up to it, the worse connections you're going to get, and it's going to slow down other parts of the deck in weird ways. Because I've tried to run it all on like a KVM switch. But getting over all that, the docks, I like JSOCs, pretty good docks typically. I do have a list in some of my videos of the descriptions. I probably not this stream, but I think JSOCs is typically decent. Honestly, I like Ugreen's products too. Like, you could go with the Ugreen one. This one even folds down. It's kind of like a portable one. So if you like that, go for that. I actually like that this has a completely detachable. Now, if you want like the best experience that has like a DVI port, if you plan on hooking it up to a monitor, the official Steam Deck dock is the best, in my opinion. But if you plan on just using HDMI for like TVs and stuff like that, you're going to do pretty good with these other ones. If you go a little bit more expensive, you can get an NVMe dock built into it, like JSOCs has some. I didn't know this, but they gave me a big package a little while ago, and I have like 3 or 4. And I bought some of my own, and I did some giveaways, and I needed to do more giveaways. I have like 3 of the NVMe docks. That's crazy. Lomkey, just email him. You never know. I will. I'm going to ask him for one of his super yachts so we can all go party. We'll have a Games Revealed party on the super yacht. Now you need 4K 240 hertz docks because GeForce Now is now native on Steam Deck. Oh my gosh. Raichi, you're such a freaking... You're such a troll. Yeah. I guess that's a good way to think about it, maybe, but I don't think you're going to... I don't know. There is upscaling. I definitely would say like a 4K at 144 hertz is probably as high as you'll need to go. TVs honestly are kind of weird with their refresh rate anyways. Dang. I forgot about that. It's actually not a bad point. It's not that matters that much, but it's not a bad point. Jay, bro, these are a lot cheaper. Yes. And I think they'll be just fine for most people, and I just recommend it. Like Wi-Fi modern. Wait, what? Bones? Wait, what? Oh, Kesmith? Bones as in like money. Okay, let's get back into this, guys. We did enough shopping. Let's get into a little bit of news. So games are actually coming out that are decent for the Switch 2. Honestly, I wouldn't mind having, we gotta kill that audio because they always love to copyright strike. Or, you know, demonetize the live stream, which means less giveaways. I'll be honest, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 plus 4 got me kind of excited. I would love to see Tony Hawk Underground though. Even more, but like I actually would really like to play this on the Switch too. Oh, but the controllers suck so bad. I'll just play it on my ROG Ally. But I'm super excited for this for sure. Like, I'm a huge Tony Hawk fan. I played it as a kid on the original one on the PlayStation. I've played it throughout the years. I do skateboard. I used to skateboard a lot. I need to lose some more weight, and I'm going to get back into skateboarding. Me and Loki go for skateboard pull. Like, he pulls me on the skateboard as I skateboard. But I'm getting too old, guys. I'm gonna be brittle. I'm not gonna tell you how old I'm gonna turn next year. It's not a happy time. Now, Patapon, I have not played a Patapon. I've heard good things though, and so this has got me a little excited to try if I get into Switch 2. I'll put a picture of an online post I'm referring to that Caspian Log. So yeah. I know the co-hosts over at Off Console really like this game. This is a game that would be really fun to play with my kids. That's why I would get it, because I think they'd have fun with it. I've heard interesting things of this. I actually have not seen this trailer yet, I don't think, at least. So I don't have audio, sorry guys. I can't. We always try that. Especially Nintendo's really bad at it. Just as he's about to enjoy the notable bananas, a sudden tempest. He's a little too hungry for the banana. Underground. That's when DK meets a talented young singer named Pauline. Oh, mode. Now Donkey Kong just wants bananas. And Pauline wants to find modem, like Wi-Fi modem. It's said that one's wish will be what one you gonna buy for Tony Hawk? What am I gonna buy Tony Hawk for? I think it's for the PC, right? So I'll probably end up buying it for the PC. Donkey Kong Bonanza. The story takes place in the underground world, where the scenery changes. Raichi, The Brink. I dated a dust ball and date everything. Oh my gosh. So Raichi, how is that game? Because I might actually pick that up. I'm very interested in the date everything game. I'll have to ask Susie though, see if she'll let me date everything. I am interested in that game though. Should I stream it? Do you think it's a good one to stream, Raichi? I like stupid games like that. This actually looks really fun and very weird. Just have a chick hanging on the back of you. A little girl or something. To collect golden bananas known as Banandium gems. More on those later. There's gonna be like an Amber Alert. Amber Alert for Donkey Kong. As long as it's not Diddy Kong. Too soon? Oh, Diddy Kong. I'll be honest. I still think Astrobot is a better game than this. Like, at least it looks more unique and fun. This still looks pretty fun, though. A banana hair and fists? What is that? I don't... Okay. Oh, he's got a fat... Gosh. He's all geared up. Damn. Oh, so he has like different modes. Yeah, okay. A zebra. It's weird, but it's interesting. It's definitely it's playing off of like some of the Mario tropes that they do.
You can use updrafts to gain more air. Then drop egg bombs from great heights to send enemies scattering. That's
just
right,
the game.
it's Bonanza. Get creative.
Which one am I gonna buy? Like, are you meaning like between 3 and 4, or because they're just together? It's just the same game. But yeah, I'm gonna be buying it for PC. Yeah, until it comes out, people get to try it out a few hours. Yeah. Yep. Kind of bad, but funny. Many characters feel LGBT. The game has its charm. Wait for a discount. But the Dust Ball was so cute that I dated her. The kind of bad but funny. Many characters feel... Raichi, like, LGBT is not going to bother me, obviously, but the game is charm. Wait for a discount. Okay. I mean... A game called Date Everything, I'd assume there'd be a lot of, like, queer folk in it. I mean, apparently, I'm assuming since you can date a dust ball, you're attracted to a dust ball, so an inanimate object or something like that. So. We'll see. I like playing those weird ones on stream. Those are fun. J-Bro, did the tariffs happen? So here's the thing with tariffs. Technically, they did. I think that's why some prices are up, but Trump keeps on backing off on tariffs. So we're gonna be. They technically, I think some have gone through like a little bit, but not the full tariffs. But he has a new deadline for September 1st for a lot of countries, which is just. He's got people in the investment area saying taco, which is Trump always chickens out. I wouldn't play that one too much because he might actually do it, but I don't know, guys. Like, until Trump's gone, I would not. I'd either buy something now. I don't know if I would expect it at least this year to go down in price. I would expect everything to go up in price by the end of the year. Maybe into next year, Trump will see how bad of tariffs are, but I don't know what he's playing. Like, they've already destroyed Medicaid and Medicare, like a lot of it. So that doesn't give a lot of hope for tariffs and other things in the game industry. So it'll be interesting. I actually think this game looks fun. I'd actually play it. But once again, like, I don't want to switch to right now. The Wandering Village. What's this? Oh, interesting. You're on the back of a... Oh, that's kind of a cool concept. So you're like... It's like a farming sim, but you're on the back of this creature that goes around the world. Interesting. Shadow Labyrinth. And Metrovania, huh? I've seen so many different Metrovanias. We'll see. Monument Valley 3, like, that one's most likely going to be a really good one. Isn't this... Yeah, this is just a Switch 2 version, though. I wonder... Interesting. Are these games coming out this month? Wow. There is a lot of Switch games coming out this month. Crazy. That's good, though. If you guys have a PlayStation Plus account, Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out this month for PlayStation. Now, it is a pretty old game. It's discounted. I'd be shocked if someone didn't own it. If you wanted to play it already, like, there's been so many good deals But it is cool that it's coming out. Wait, Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, and other games. Oh, Banishers is also gonna be free. I have that. I need to play it more, but that is, I don't know, guys. I really like free games, but they're not free technically, right? So it says big drop of free PlayStation Plus games. Like, you pay for PlayStation Plus, you're paying for it. I just don't need PlayStation Plus. I'd rather just wait for it and buy it on my system I want. Which, don't get me wrong, I like my PlayStation. I just like PC more. Chris Lee, I bought the collector's edition, so I was just asking if you're buying the original copy where you just get the game. I have not looked into it. No, wait, it's 3 plus 4. I have not looked into it. You think I mean, I did switch my operating or my search engine over, but it hasn't gone through. I guess I have to restart my browser. What version? Oh, that's not good. The ratings aren't getting very good, but well, they're okay. I don't care. Like, I didn't care what the ratings. I probably won't buy it day one though. Does Steam have multiple versions of it? Digital Deluxe. What's in the advanced? Oh, it's advanced access. 2. I don't care about that. I have so many games. I love Tony Hawk's, but oh, that's right. Slayer, the Doom stuff's on the PlayStation one or the PC one. Access to the Foundry demo available now. Wireframe Tony Shader. Huh. But that's not for the early access. Play the game now. Purchase the digital to skate as a Doom Slayer and rip. So you get the Doom Slayer, which would be cool. Additional songs included in the game. Like, if it's like the Doom Eternal ones, that's awesome. I mean, those are pretty cool decks. That's also another thing I liked about Tony Hawk is I've bought a lot of skateboarding decks in my day, and the graphics are always like a big part of it. Like, I love to get graphic skateboards. PlayStation Plus, wait for games to drop below $15 to enter the service. Yeah, I can see that, Richie. Journalists always say free games on PlayStation. They are very biased to PlayStation when it's Xbox. They say included on the Xbox sub. That's funny. Interesting. I could see them doing the free though, because people just like free is a catchier thing. And I bet you it depends on the person that does the writing. So maybe the people that cover Xbox do it that way. I don't know. Maybe they're bought for too. Let's see here. It is getting a little later. Let us. So yeah, Cyberpunk's gonna be coming. This right here, KFC partnered with Asus ROG to release themed keycaps that come free with your burger. I don't go to KFC to get a burger. I'll just say that. I want to get these with my chicken. I will never not find it extremely hilarious how the Steam Deck controller is recognized in macOS as as modem. Oh my goodness! I'm sorry. Steam Deck controller not configured. I'll have to try that. I have a Steam Deck controller. Wait, why the Steam Deck controller? Why is it called Steam Deck controller? I mean, I have a Steam controller. It's right over there. I could try it myself sometime. Well, okay, so do they even work or just caps? They're caps. So you can replace like the K, F, and C with KFC. You can replace your caps with a stylized, I think, Chinese. Wait, where's that Japanese? That might actually be Japanese. Caps key, KFC, ROG, but Republic of Gamers. It's got to be Chinese. 'Cause, I think ROG is. I'm honestly, I'm half tempted. I mean, let's read a little bit to see what this is about. Because they installed macOS on a Steam Deck. Oh, Cat Smith, it could be picking up the Wi-Fi adapter or something like that on the Steam Deck, and it just doesn't have proper control, like support. Like anytime you try to do macOS on a different device that's not like ARM or Intel, and what it's not used to, because there's Hackintoshes and stuff like that, you start to get really weird unless people create drivers for them. The mechanical keyboard community has seen some wild collaborations over the years, but KFC China teaming up with the Asus ROG to create branded keycaps might just take the cake, or should I say take the bucket. These aren't your typical artisan keycaps crafted by boutique makers in limited runs of 50 units. This is a fast food giant diving headfirst into enthusiasts keyboard territory, and honestly, the execution is surprisingly solid. I actually agree. To be honest, it isn't the first time KFC's tried wooing the gaming community. It is definitely not. They have tried a lot of different things. But along with the Wagyu burger, is this only going to be in like freaking China? Oh, don't tell me this is just going to be China. This whole thing emerged from the KFC's China Fortress of Faith campaign, which ran for 3 days in late June, and paired these keycaps with Wagyu beef burgers for about $5.60. The campaign also included prize draws for full ROG gaming rigs and okay. I'll go to KFC. I'll go get these. These are actually kind of cool. It'd be a fun little collector's thing, and it's stupid simple. Like, it's stupid, which, you know me. I like stupid. KFC console. I'll show you. They did have the concept of KFC console. It was so interesting. Let's go look at it real quick, and then we'll get into our last topic of the day, the Nothing headphones. Wolf, welcome. How you doing? Because there was a person who was trying to reverse engineer the PSVR 2 AI tracking stuff, by the way. Yes, there is someone trying to do that. People have been trying to do that for a little while, but yeah, KFC should come out with their own console. They kind of have. KFC should come, or PT Maverick, even if PS Plus had day one games, I don't think it's worth it. They're at 1 or 2 games, first party games a year. Yeah, exactly. See you later, Wolf. Are you heading out, Cat Smith? Yeah, what was the... Let's see here. So... I swear it was much earlier than what that's showing here. This must be a reiteration on the whole thing. They had a PC... They also had a warming tray, so you could go put your chicken in there and keep it warm. It's not a gaming console, but it's something. Is this? No, that's not it. Sorry. There's the warming tray. But the chances of the console ever coming to market is relatively slim. I don't remember if they actually ever released it. But I swear something came of it, though. Didn't it? But it was kind of like the whole, like...
There's a reason, man.
Yeah, power... fried chicken with your keyboard, finger looking good, keys, you know. But there you go. KFC console. I swear they came out with something though. They also have a KFC game and some other stuff. So yeah, let's get into our last topic of the day, the nothing.tech. Let's do this. So I not seen anything really on this, but let's go to the headphones, and then we can watch a video on it. $300. It's pricey, but I'm willing to pay for the. I pay. I do like the way they kind of look. Very stylized. Like, I'm not big on the whole like this type of stylized stuff, but it is interesting. Makes me feel like it's very kind of 80s style kind of coming back. Seems compact too. I'm just curious how comfortable it is. Very interesting. Lumkey, I want the Fairphone and the headphone lol. Wolf, it can heat up your chicken too. Yep. Ooh, I just remembered about a very specific channel who was doing some crazy stuff with GPUs. Ooh. The Nothing earbuds? They have Nothing earbuds? I'm kind of over phones for sure, but this is... I want to get more Mac or Apple stuff like the Mac headphones, like the AirPod Maxes, but because I really like how these I can go from. I have like 3 different devices I go on throughout the day, and I really like my headphones because they just switch automatically really well. But I wouldn't mind some over the head ones again to replace the ones I have because they're like 5 years old. But I don't know. These definitely are going to be on my list. But my other ones have to die first. Nothing has done Here we go. I got to figure it. Let me figure out what's...
to make their headphones
here we go.
stand out. They've got 40mm custom dynamic nickel-plated drive.
Brink, gonna send a link in. Okay, do it. I just need to figure out why I can't hear this.
Comfy PU cushions that offer pretty consistent mounting across a variety of head shapes, strong rated battery life, and what's this? A return to physical buttons instead of touch controls? My goodness, have you ever got my attention there? They even worked with Kef, a renowned audio brand, on the tuning of the headphones. It's just too bad that Kef is mostly known for speakers, and as it turns out from our labs testing, which was done by none other than DMS, that's unfortunately the one thing that they kinda got wrong here. But it can be fixed. So why don't we take a closer look? Ooh, I like this carrying case. It's thin, so we can already tell that they fold flat. And in terms of accessories, we get a Kabla.
I do like that a lot.
Wow! Ooh! But what about second Kabla?
Can you guys hear it okay?
One 3.5mm cable, and then a simple Type-C to Type-C USB 2 cable. Unfortunately, this is just a 3-pole, so you can't use the mic over the cable, which is sort of a downer. But the good news is that if you were gonna plug in a cable, you could just plug in the C cable and just use them wirelessly because they do work while you are charging them. Now let's take
that's nice.
The feel of this as well. Very stylish, very, very nothing.
Thank you, Wolf.
These are kind of old school cool.
Yeah, I do dig the style. The more I see these, I like these.
Kind of square, cost-looking kind of vibe to them, and yet with what appears to be some kind of like, and is this polycarbonate? We don't know. I'm getting the shrug, but boy, does it ever look like it. At any rate, it's very clear and, at least to my fingernails, reasonably scratch resistant. What a flipping vibe. And you know what? To their credit, in spite of the fact that we've got like a blasted anodized aluminum finish on all of this and all of this, they're not unreasonably heavy. they also aren't nearly as light as nothing advertises them at, we tested on 2 separate scales and found that they weighed about 60 grams more than nothing claims. But if you want to compare to something like, the AirPods Max or something like that, then this is downright reasonable. And speaking of comparison to the AirPods Max, one of the things that we noticed that nothing did really well is the adjustment mechanism here. That's really
Should I get some
nice.
Linus earrings?
Smooth, basically infinite adjustment this way. And the way that they're managing the clamping pressure with this hinge here resulted in very consistent mounting across our various setups. And I gotta say, that is not bad, considering that they're not coming all the way down and putting pressure from the outside with
Okay.
a fork stop.
We won't watch the whole thing. You guys can watch it on your own. But let's see.
I still remember the first touch-controlled headphones from Parrot, of all people. I told them, guys,
Lomke, can't forget Linus of a small head. Yeah, that's
I don't know if this
true.
is gonna catch on. And I was wrong, but maybe now I'm right. We've got a single button here. This by default is bound to your voice assistant, if I recall correctly, but can be rebound depending on you want from within the Nothing X app. We've got a roller here with a bit of a rubberized texture.
Ooh, I like that.
Actually kind of reminds me of an old school ball mouse. This is used for volume adjustment and, it's got a little click. If you press and hold that, you can toggle between the transparency and less opacity modes. And then we've got a paddle here that can be used to advance the track, reverse the track, or if you hold it, fast forward vice versa. At the bottom, power switch, USB-C for charging, as well as our 3.5 millimeter.
I wonder how good the mic
Oh,
is.
hey, I can actually count the noise canceling mics here. It looks like a total of 3 per side on the outside, and then I've got to assume there's at least 1 inside. Oh, I've also got what looks like a proximity sensor in there, so they should be able to tell if you have them on your ears or if you are just wearing them stylishly around your neck, looking so cool.
Which is-
Ignore from the chin up and from the collarbone down. Cool. The pads were a strong point for us, using a nice squishy PU foam that conforms well to your head and rebounds very gently. And we found that there was a little... It's not by any means. It's not the worst sort of pressure feeling that I've ever felt, but I'm definitely aware of it a little bit on these ones. I'd say it's on the better side. Look at that. How awesome is that? It's a little bit hidden away, but there's a dedicated pairing button. I flipping love it.
Okay, I do like
I hate
that.
having to look
A
up the
dedicated
manual
pairing
every
button
time I
is
wanna pair.
definitely like a huge plus.
Expected. I would expect that to be a single press on the volume roller. I think there's a little bit more work they have to do here in terms of the programmability of the various buttons.
No one's told me. I've asked like 20 people.
We don't know.
Someone knows.
We now know they cost $300 US.
What is it? It's like they have kind of like a in the bass, but it lacks precision. Right away, I find them kind of fatiguing to listen to, and I've talked about this before. I'm a bit of a Sennheiser Veil boy. I don't love sparkly highs. So here's the frequency response curve for these as tested by DMS, and you're probably going to notice that it looks a little bit different from the ones that we've shown you in the past. That's because the width of this red range here represents the difference in the experience across a variety of different head shapes. So depending on who you are, you might experience the bass as anywhere from within the desirable. And you're gonna be
Okay, we don't need to watch any more of this. This is... I'm very interested in the way they look, but I'm not sure about... I don't know. We'll see. I want to get some new headphones that like replace my gaming ones, but this could be it if they connect to the PC better. Like these right here, my old Sony ones, which are really expensive, like at least when I got them, are nice, but they don't pair very well for gaming. They really suck. The Bluetooth on them just is not good. It's just gotten old enough, and I hate wired. As far as BT Maverick, is Linus off the console? No. As a guest, no, he's not going to be the guest this week. But if we keep it up, he could be one day. But Gardner knows everyone. I think he knows Linus somewhat too. So, Casmith, for you, it talks about a fix for the audio. Yeah, I kind of figured it would, Casmith. Like audio quality, yeah.
table, but I'm not able to detect any of it with my ears. Can you take one of those tables and just like drag it around on the floor, try and create like a consistent noise to it? Okay, hold on. Let's play a game. I'm gonna say whether you're dragging the table or not. Go. Okay, that's a really, really loud table drag. Why don't we go with something a little more reasonable? How about, sure, play music in the background.
Yeah, that
Sure,
was
let's try that.
grating.
Nothing. Is that loud? That's really loud. Far be it from me to objectively determine the strength of the
Okay. Yeah, so there's ways to fix it and everything. I'm sure maybe there'll even be a software patch, or maybe they'll fix some of that stuff like when they come out with it. But yeah, no, that looks really promising. I'm really excited. Skull Candy headphones, okay. I mean, really it comes down to what, like, I'm not an audiophile. When I bought these years ago, these were really, really good. I would say they still are pretty good. It's just they're good for music and podcasts. If I try to game, they just don't work very well on PC. Like, I just don't know what it is. Maybe it's my Bluetooth on my PC, but it just work horrible with Windows. I can get it wired, but I honestly hate wired. I hate wired so much. I need to get better wire or better plugs for it anyways. It's a permanent type of fixed stored on the headphones. Oh, interesting. Fixed using the equalizer in the app and it's stored on the headphone. Okay, that makes sense. So they can, I mean, that's kind of why these, like, this even has an app for that type of stuff where I can bring up the app and adjust the equalizer and stuff and other stuff to make it more adjusted to what I want. But everyone's a little different on how they like their audio done. So, especially if you're an audiophile. While I'm definitely not, I do, like, I mean, I have the AirPod, right? Like, they're better quality than my Raycons, but if you're going to be listening to a lot of podcasts, audiobooks, and some music, the Raycons are a great price to what you get. I really like them. Okay, guys, that is it for today. Anything else you guys want to bring up? Did I miss anything? Wolf. Ah, that's right. Never mind. We got this, Wolf. Did you look? I swear you might have shared these before. Okay. Their marketing, I don't know if I like their marketing too much. Not because it's black people, but because it's so stylized. I use Flatpak app with fixed equalizer. Okay. Nice. Does it work for every headphone set, though? I'm assuming the drivers for this would be different. $160 Prime deal's $100. Like, holy crap, those are normally really expensive. I mean, I paid a lot for these headphones I have, but they last a while, and I have them insured. Have you tried the Astro 50s? I have not, BT Maverick. I have not. These are very tempting. That's interesting. I usually go with like let's see. The Logitech, like, is it the Logitech ones? Huh. Are they Logitech, or was I going crazy? I'm going crazy. Why did I? Oh, it's this one right here. Whatever. Interesting. I do like that they have a dock that I'm assuming charges them. I do like that. Yeah, okay. But yeah, Wolf, you must be behind. Yeah. Okay. This is, I mean, I haven't tried them out, but they look interesting. Headphones are so weird. I'm not the biggest audiophile. Like, it really is just it comes down to like good noise canceling, good, if I'm going to get like gaming ones, it needs to have decent bass and decent charge length, but that's it. And does it fit with a hat if I'm going to be gaming? Because yeah, I shaved my head too. This is the growth that I have had since then. I should, next time I shave my head, I'll show, maybe I'll show it. Yeah, I'm gonna be heading out though. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys. See you guys next week. Keep an eye out for some more giveaways coming up this week, in the next week, and I'll be giving you guys access to the website soon. I'm not promising anything still, but I'm gonna try to. I just been cycling content out, and I don't want you guys to get in and then get like everything destroyed. But I'm gonna need some people to help test, and then you're gonna get points for it. Thank you guys for chatting, and this has been fun. Honestly, I really do like these let chats. This is why I haven't stopped doing these over everything else, is it's really fun to chat with you guys. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'll have you guys back in the credits soon, and once again, have a good one. Peace out. Later. Also, off the console.